Mark Hamill once suggested that Boba Fett should be Luke Skywalker's mother in the Star Wars franchise. For better or worse, Star Wars is a franchise that has spawned plenty of wild theories and predictions over the years. Back when it was still in the days of the original trilogy, though, Hamill thought Boba Fett should be heavily tied to Luke's lineage, even without appearing on screen as the character for nearly 3 decades. Hamill's return in Star Wars The Force Awakens was one of the main focuses of speculation. At one point, some thought that Luke would fall to the dark side, or that he was actually Kylo Ren, or that he'd arrive in the third act on Starkiller Base to save the day. These theories ran deep through the fandom, and even Hamill thought his old lightsaber was coming to Luke's hand instead of Rey's when he read the script originally. Instead, he only appeared briefly at the end before having a big role in Star Wars The Last Jedi. He force-projected himself across the galaxy to stall Kylo in what would be his final living act before he died. Hamill is back for Star Wars Episode 9, though, which has only spawned more theories about his role and how the Skywalker saga will conclude. Related, the Force killed Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi. Mark Hamill confirms the entire saga would be very different if George Lucas took one of Hamill's previous suggestions and ran with it. Apparently, Hamill recently admitted on Twitter that after revealing Darth Vader is Luke's father, he proposed that another major twist should be implemented about his mother. Hamill's pitch revolved around Return of the Jedi revealing that Boba Fett was actually Luke's mother. Not only that, but this idea included a secondary twist, where Luke's mom, Fett, was secretly working with the rebels. I once suggested it to George as the only way we could top Vader being my father. I envisioned her as a double agent working clandestinely for the rebels. Spoiler alert, he didn't like my idea. Such a reveal would surely be as shocking to audiences and the characters as the Vader reveal, but could just feel like an attempt to top the surprise factor. Fett working with the rebels would maybe still work with what is presented in the prior 2 movies. But what would really stand out is Vader not being able to sense Fett's true identity. It becomes even more difficult to believe given how the story played out in the prequels, and the strong connection Anakin and Padme have. Even if Padme lived, there's almost no way to buy Vader not knowing the love of his life and mother of his children was behind the mask and with him so much. Thankfully, Lucas didn't accept Hamill's pitch, and instead continued with the story he originally envisioned. This led to Luke's parents properly being explored in their entirety in the prequels, with Natalie Portman playing the part of Padme Amidala. Lucas's story concluded with her dying shortly after giving birth to both Luke and Leia. Despite Leia previously saying she faintly recalled her mother in the original trilogy, maybe audiences could have accepted parts of Hamill's ideas for Luke's mother. But it seems Star Wars made the right call from a story perspective, not going down that route. Source: Mark Hamill tags. Star Wars